viewer, are you ready for the haunted challenge at Murney Tower in the dark? 90 minutes in this beautiful fortification. You investigate, we review, and we'll let you know who comes out on top.
Oh, that's strange. The door just opened on its own. I thought that maybe Elliot or Eric were here, but they are not. Is that you that opened the door?
All right, so we are back, everybody, to finish up the tournament of the Murney Tower in the Dark Challenge. 2019, 16 teams went in and investigated for 90 minutes each to see who can come up with the best evidence. We went through all 16 teams, and now we're down to 6, and we're joined again with Tabitha from Murney Tower, Katie from Supernatural Inc., and of course Jim Steen from Haunted Walk.
Hello, hello. This is very exciting. Grand finale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of work. We were on for 3.5 hours getting through 16 teams.
But I had so much fun. I mean, it was great. It was, some good evidence for sure.
Some great evidence, and we definitely look forward to hitting that spot back up in the fall if everything goes good with the easing of restrictions in Ontario, Canada.
Going to be some tough decisions tonight, though. I'm a little nervous because the first round was hard.
Right? Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we'll catch something we missed the first time around, and then something else will make that team pop. So Tabitha will just give us a little rundown for those who are watching this live feed who are not familiar with Murney Tower in Kingston, Ontario, and the history. So Tabitha, you can just give us a brief history for our viewers.
Absolutely. Thanks, Elliot. So this is taking place in Murney Tower. The tower was built in 1846. It became a museum in 1925, so 96 years ago. So it's actually the oldest operating museum in Kingston. There are 4 Martello Towers in Kingston. Ours was the first built, but basically it's part of the Kingston fortification networks with 3 other towers in Fort Henry. They became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007. So the British regiment used the tower between 1848 and 1870, and then the Canadian militia used it between 1871 and 1885 when they actually left to deal with the Red River Rebellion, interestingly. And then basically, so the tower never saw combat ever, but it was used as a barracks for soldiers and their families and their kids. And so it fell into total disrepair. And then in 1921, the roof actually blew off and tragically killed a little boy in the park across the street as the roof of the tower continued to blow up Berry Street in Kingston. And then in 1925, as I said, it became a museum. And I should add, just so people understand the videos they're seeing tonight, there's 3 levels to the tower. And the first level is basically the gun platform on the top where you'll see a cannon that can rotate. The middle tower is the barracks where the soldiers lived. And then the bottom is a lot of storage and the 4 caponniers where they shot their rifles through the rifle ports. Does that work, Elliot? Does that kind of give the background of what folks are seeing?
I mean, it's kind of interesting when you're in those caponnières. You just imagine soldiers falling down into that ditch and kind of being trapped there with absolutely nowhere to go. So, I mean, they would just get shot to death if they made it down that ditch.
Yeah, it was basically a kill field. I should have mentioned that there's a 20-foot dry ditch around the tower. So basically the only way in and out of there at that time would have been a rope bridge. It's only been in recent years for tourists that they've built a permanent wooden bridge across. And if you didn't know, the walls are about 15 feet thick in some areas.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You'd have to take a battering of cannonballs to get through that wall.
Yeah, but by 1860 or so, military technology had changed enough that the tower was obsolete. But for a while there, it was state of the art. The British built these Martello Towers all through the world. But yeah, these 4 were at Kingston.
It's absolutely an amazing site.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's jump into it. So the Friday, we got 2 teams that made it to the, I guess, finals for the Friday, and we have the Nervous Belches, and we have the Spirit Sisters. So I don't know if these ring a bell to you guys. It's been 2 weeks. So I'm going to play both of them back to back, and then we can open discussion, and we'll figure out which one came out on top. So everybody have their notepads and pens ready? Let's watch
Good to go.
I'll just put this down here so people know what we're watching. And we can start. Nervous Belches.
Did you kick that?
I did kick that.
All right.
Scared hell out of me.
Scared me too, but
There's a step here.
it's nice to know that it's there so we know what we're...
Up against?
That comes rolling down the hallway after me. I'm gonna get a little freaked out.
There's a warm spot. Was. 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 There's another step.
All right.
Play with me.
Hello! Hello!
Play with me.
Come on! Hey! Hey, hey, hey! 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 Let's go down. Are you there? Okay, come on. We're gonna go down. Let's go. Let's go. Can you help me? Fuck. Who was that?
I don't know. I don't freaking know. They keep talking to me.
Okay, come on. Yeah, no. Fuck.
Finally stopped.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Finally stopped.
Whoa. I just had a huge orb right in front of the camera.
Is there anyone in this room? Is there anyone in this room? Don't be scared. If there's anything in here, show yourself. It's okay to come out.
Swivel.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, I saw it.
No
It was,
reason.
it was white. I saw
was holding it completely steady and I said, show yourself, it's okay. And then it literally spun and then I felt something go by me.
Was it little?
I think so.
It looked little.
Do you have your thing?
It looked little.
Holy shit.
Horrible.
Okay. So sorry I got scared.
Oh man.
That seriously freaked me out.
I literally just said to Jackie, I'm like, I really want something to happen.
And then it literally, I could feel it if I came down here alone, I knew something was gonna happen.
Do you want to do it again?
Maybe. Is anyone there?
So I wonder. Because I think almost like a jail cell boring.
Yeah, the door's open.
Or maybe they. Okay, what do we got in here? Culver's hammer, last name.
Are you a boy? Or are you a girl? I'm gonna ask one more time. If you're still here, please answer.
Is there anything over here?
Do you want us to sit down with you?
I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! Oh, I just felt like I saw something in my corner, but I just didn't choke it out. Whew. I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! Oh, I just felt like I saw something in my corner, but I just didn't choke it out. Whew. I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! Oh, I just felt like I saw something in my corner, but I just didn't choke it out. Whew. Like tall something.
Well, there's that mannequin, right?
Maybe that's what Jesus.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So, I guess, I don't know, how should we start? So should we just give each other, I guess, one quick, try to keep it under a minute, what we thought about, or make our decisions, I guess. I guess we can go clockwise from me. So, between the two, I'm going to put my vote with the Spirit Sisters. only because the Not Now that they received, being an all-female team, they got the Not Now, a male voice, raspy voice, and then at the end, the Drain Blood seemed to be the same voice with a different part of that group. None of them had a voice like that, so I find that very intriguing and interesting. Now, that light anomaly, I think she probably was spooked by the large mannequin that was there. After the streaming, the No You Don't, I thought that was pretty good because it sounded like none of them. It was very faint, high-pitched voice. I remember those girls very well, and reviewing all their footage, I thought that was a really nice capture as well. That's my 2 cents, so I'm going with Spirit Sisters. So we'll go on Tabitha.
Thanks very much. Okay, so the first group, the Nervous Belches, I felt like there was a lot of like negative energy I didn't feel great about with this one because it was talking about stabbing and, you know, that I Want to Live was particularly sad and creepy. And also, but it mentions a cell and there were no cells there, but somebody could misunderstand that if they see the certain type of door that the Caponeers have. The 4 Caponeers have a door that looks like a cell door, but what that is if the enemy has breached it, you close that so they can't get in. So I thought that was a little weird. But one thing that really got me with the Nervous Belches is that I can't see. You know what I mean? I just can't see. So with the Spirit Sisters, I could see. There were all these beautiful shots of all the stonework, right? And I could see the girls, and their fear seemed really genuine. And the Ouija board seemed like a fun, you know, bold kind of move. Yeah, I'm going to vote for the Spirit Sisters.
2 check marks. So you're right about the film work, and that is a big part of it. And I tell people that all the time. You know, it's very important that you're capturing as much as you can while you're there. All right, Jim.
Very similar comments, I think. The Nervous Belches, that's what I had as well. There's that moment with the I want to live. I almost thought it was want to live, like a question for the participants at one point, but maybe that's a little too dark. Yeah, you just really wish you could see more of the frame as well, what was happening in that moment. So while it hit me on kind of a very core, visceral level, a little disappointed we didn't get to see the other people in the group or what was happening in the space. So Spirit Sisters, on the other hand, I thought the camera swivel was great. Tough to know the exact circumstances there, but I thought they did a great job recovering and kind of maintaining their investigative persona, which is important. And for me, I agree with the two of you you've already mentioned, the Drain Blood and Boy, which sounded to me to be in Scottish, like a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
I thought were the best 2 pieces. So I'm also leaning or going with the Spirit Sisters.
Great. So it's unanimous, but Katie, let us know what you think.
Well, the Nervous Belches, I actually had wrote down a couple things. So let's see here. I have to reiterate on what Jim had said about, she was yelling like, hey, hey. I don't know if she's trying to provoke or maybe just trying to get the energy up and maybe even her own energy up to kind of fuel some kind of response. And well, she got it. I mean, she got I Want to Live, and that and like with me, that's yeah, that gives me chills. That's a little creepy. And then also I know I had asked before, like did the cameraman whisper? I thought maybe it could have been the cameraman, but listening to it a second time, and I can absolutely agree with you, Elliot and Tabitha and Jim. You know, if we had just a little bit more video view, we may have been able to see a little bit more around the room with that. I still kind of question that. Not saying that he may have not known, if he said that, it just could have just been an accident. But also the light anomaly that they had received. So I looked back at some other evidence, and it could have been a hair, but because I know you guys are using cameras, it doesn't that don't pick up like dust and stuff like that. But hair, on the other hand, was floating. Now, why it was floating up, I don't know. Where I think they were in the basement, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe if they were in the basement, air's being sucked up. I've noticed hair gives that glistening type look on that. But overall, I think I like the energy that they're trying to pump into that room to get responses. I like that. That's a good tactic to use. I'm also going to move on to the Spirit Sisters for my notes from last time. As I said, they gangster for using that Ouija board. I like that. And I felt like she felt a little nervous even because she kind of giggled, when they first started. And they got an EVP like during that time. Like I felt maybe she felt a little nervous. Sometimes people feel nervous and they'll kind of giggle, and that's when she had gotten that first EVP, which was trying to look to see. And it was a man's voice, which is very weird. I forget it.
It was a not now.
Yeah, not now. I have to flip my page. Sorry. Yeah, it said not now. Now, when she was walking down, I guess like maybe a hallway or to go to another area, and the camera swiveled or whatever it turned, and she yelled. I didn't realize that there was actually an EVP in that, and I heard that this time. I turned it up really loud, even though she was screaming. I was gonna blow my eardrums out. I had to hear this, and that's not me this time.
No, that's me.
But that yelling, that EVP that they captured in that yelling was like coming. So, I mean, that was intense. That was intense. That was genuine. That was like in the heat of the moment. And it looked to me like when they turned around to go down to another corridor or down the hall, and that other EVP, no, you don't. That gave me chills. And to top it off, man, I don't know about all that drain blood. I know George Washington used to do that. That used to be a thing too in America, and that was very clear. And I didn't realize the little accent until Jim pointed that out. And it did. It had a little weird little accent, and that really, really drained blood. I mean, it was plain as day. And then also the direct response she had received. I like how they had the camera view on her. We can see the room behind her and around her. I like that because that way it gives you more of being there in a sense of what they're experiencing. And to get that direct response, are you a boy or are you a girl? And you can hear it. It was a boy. And it didn't sound like any of the girls that are ladies on the team. So that's good evidence right there. And also I noticed this time the light anomaly actually went. I don't want to say it like went in her, but it went towards her. It went towards whatever device she had in her hand. I don't know if was it a light or something, but it went towards her. And I don't know maybe if that light anomaly, every time I see a light anomaly come towards someone, I want to see if they had anything in their hands, especially if it deals with like batteries, electricity, or anything like that, because they're trying to get energy. Not that they can't get energy elsewhere, but that's just a theory that we all go off of. And that anomaly is hard for me to dispute, only because she was holding something in her hand and it came towards her. And then on top of that, she kind of got startled and we thought maybe it was from the mannequin or something like that. But if you listen into the back, whoever was filming in the back, they actually, I had wrote this down here. Whoever was back there, they felt, if you go back and listen, whoever else was in the room with her, maybe filming, they said that they felt, a little uncomfortable. That's not word for word, but there was somebody else on their team that said, just feels creepy in here or whatever. And that's right around that, she got a little spooked by either the balloon or the mannequin, and the light anomaly comes, and then whoever was behind them, maybe filming, that they said that they were uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go with Spirit Sisters. I liked how they conducted themselves. It's always interesting to see people get that fear, and I know I have screamed a couple times, and I'm swinging at air, whatever it may be. If it's a person, somebody's gonna get hit, either the air or the person. I'm gone. And she kind of, you could just feel that tension, and it was very genuine to me. So I'm going to go with the Spirit Sisters. But Nervous Belches, I mean, they did an awesome job, trying to amp everything up. So.
No, I totally agree. And then I like the point you make, is that we can only fit so much into these short little videos of the best of. There's so much more to an investigation that leads up to the experiences they have, that we can't really show the entire, 90 minutes of footage. So we just try to best sum it up, the best that I could anyways. But there are a lot of personal experiences that people were feeling within the tower that aren't included in these videos. We're just looking at the captured evidence. So there is a lot more going on, but we're just looking at the direct evidence. But people do feel things which coincide with what they're picking up on. So we got the Spirit Sisters. They are the winners of the Friday groups. And now we're moving on to Team Ramrod and Zoltan Paranormal. So I'll put it up there. So, Team Ramrod and Zoltan Paranormal. We're going to start with Team Ramrod. Here we go.
Is there a spirit in here with us? What did that just say?
I don't know.
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 I think it just said something fairly clearly, but my temperature reading is dropped.
Okay.
What year did you die?
sounded something along those lines, so I'll have to review that then. How did you die? How did you die? How did you die? How did you die? How did you die?
Do you like the company?
Do you want to eat Justin's baby? 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 Do you want to eat Justin's baby?
Is there anybody here that would like to make a noise? Knock on a wall? Tug on my shirt?
E. E. T. 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 G. F. G. F. G. F. G. Are your initials F and G? Yes. Can you tell us which year you were born?
Did the light just?
Yeah.
Yeah. Light's going off.
Are you still with us? I can't see.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, I guess can you turn the light back on so we can see what you're saying?
It's like totally draining the battery.
I really did feel like there's somebody pushed on this chair. Okay, we're gonna say goodbye. Goodbye. Okay.
I felt like something was on the shirt. Okay, that was...
All right.
So yeah, the light went off.
Yeah.
We have no lights. Well, it's still kind of...
Oh, now it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. That was creepy.
I heard this talk to three people. There's an old man, there's a lady, and there's also a child. Any of you up here? Which one? Are you the child? Are you the older man? You gotta speak up, I can't hear you.
All right. Well, I forgot how good these two were. It's definitely going to be a close one. But going in clockwise direction, we'll let Tabitha start this one.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. This is really hard. I haven't decided yet, but I'll talk myself through it here. All right, so the first one, Ramrod, I felt like there was more activity, I think. It was just bam, bam, bam of examples of things back to back to back. There was a lot happening coming at us like really fast. And I thought that some of the stuff that was said did seem kind of pertinent. Like when it said bring the light, or, like maybe 1860s, 1850s, or something about the base, maybe the military base, and stuff like keep talking. I did want to tell you guys that the names that come up in both of these, like I had kind of looked at what names we have for people involved in the building of the tower or people that had lived in the tower, and I didn't see any matches with any of the 16 people that are here, that moved on to tonight or not. The one thing I didn't kind of like about this group was eating the baby thing. So I guess like that kind of works against them in my personal vibe about it. To move on to Zoltan, I felt like there was kind of less to analyze here. Again, it was a bold move to use the Ouija board, and some of the stuff that was said was interesting, like back inside, get back inside the tower, like I don't know, or don't fall out the window or something, because that place is quite dangerous. But yeah, and then the GF over and over again. I'm not sure what that was about. But the one thing the moment that I loved about this one was when they think there's three people and they say something like either we're together or not together. And either way, it's super creepy. I don't know which one you guys thought it was. Oh, shoot. I'm kind of at a 50-50 here. So because of the eating the baby thing, I'm just going to go with Zoltan and just say the together thing was kind of cool. But I did love a lot of the stuff from the first one. I can be swayed, but right now I'm going to go with Zoltan. I wish I hadn't gone
All
first.
right. Check mark for Zoltan. All right, Jim.
Let me start with Team Ramrod, who I thought that was a great spirit box session they did. Really, really well done. Some great responses. You know, I forget if it's like, is that you, Bethany, or was that you, Bethany? Or I mean, that was a long clip to get from the spirit box. I thought that was interesting. You know, and then we have the at the base, Ed beat me, which is also a fairly long one. So I thought Team Ramrod did a great job there. The Justin's baby thing didn't bother me that much. I know sometimes late at night when you're on investigation, the jokes can sometimes go all over the place. And I imagine if we saw the whole thing, maybe that would play out.
I'll kind of explain that. So it was a bit that the Joker in the group. He did groups where he got someone who's just, always joking around. Justin's wife or girlfriend, or partner, I should say, was there, and she was in early pregnancy.
Oh,
very interesting.
I know that. Wow.
For Zoltan, I think it would be a very fascinating experiment for us to just pull the EVP, in particular the Ouija board session, because and I remember being mystified about this a few weeks ago. It'd be really interesting because I assume, Elliot, when you reviewed it, I'm not sure if we could eliminate your bias if you knew what had happened, but I'd be very curious if we played the EVP on its own without the video for other people, and the majority of people agree that it's a G and an F, and then we have the video footage of the planchette moving to the G and the F repeatedly. That's super compelling as far as I'm concerned. The word together I thought was creepy as well. So. And did they mention the flashlight over the Ouija board? Is that just a normal flashlight or just a light there? Or is that a piece of equipment of any sort?
No, it was a flashlight, and they set it up to see the Ouija board. So they weren't doing the flashlight trick where you unscrew it to the point that it kind of balances on or off. It just died while they were using it for the Ouija board at the right time.
That's weird. That's weird too. So on the basis of that Ouija board sequence, and I want to run that experiment to see if we can make it even more creepier. If everyone hears that, I'm going with Zoltan Paranormal in this round.
Good. 2 checks. It's on Katie and myself now. So, Katie, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so with Ramrod, I felt like, whatever entities or energy that is there really connected with the investigator that was there using the ghost box, and they got the name Bethany, the girl's dead. Also, let's see, and I know last time I was confused. I was like, did it say 1860s or 1850? But it did say 1860s. I heard it plain as day this time for whatever reason. So that was really good because that's like right around that time frame of the history of the location. And also the orb, I felt like the orb may have been trying to use, I guess it was like a temperature drop. And even one of the investigators even stated that they felt like the temperature had dropped. That was interesting. And it said, one of the investigators said, how did you die? And I felt like there was 2, not 4, but two entities speaking through that box. Because you had the female, what she would be the second one. She had said, Ed beat me or whatever. I mean, it gave a name. Also, it said, I died here at base, which was the male that came through that spirit box session. So that was very, very interesting to me. I'm just looking at my other notes, and the humor that they use, like eat Justin's baby, and then for it to say no, not really. Sometimes it may not have been humorous to the spirits, but but looking at it, sometimes yeah, throw out some crazy stuff. I like how they took that leap, kind of put out something crazy out there to say, and they actually got a response from that, which I very rarely do. If I say something crazy, like "Where's Jim Morrison?" never get a response. But anyways, moving on. Zoltan though, the EVP with a female, uh, you know, and the REM pod was going off, and it said like slow down, go back inside, and with the Ouija board. Okay, so just like with Jim, the GF, and then they got GF on the Ouija board. That's weird. I can't explain it. That to me is unexplainable. I would put that down as supernatural, because you got an EVP that said GF, and they got GF on the Ouija board. I can't explain that. So if I can't explain something, normally that's when I want to dive in and research that a little bit more to figure out how that could be. And when it's unexplainable, that to me, that's paranormal. I mean, I can't explain that. It's not coincidental. That is not coincidence. Okay, that is truly something that they experienced, and we all got to see it. That's amazing. Very rare does that happen on an investigation. So, with that being said, the entities were really in tune with their energy to manifest not only an EVP, but also manifest it physically in our physical realm. That I'm getting chills just talking about it. That is very rare, uh, research to put out there. So, two thumbs up, for whoever found that. That's amazing. And then I heard yes while they were asking the initials, and with the flashlight, the energy may have drained the flashlight. And then also they heard "Look at me." That I don't know. That's getting very intimate to me. Okay, that whole "Look at me." Okay, so they really wanted to be in tune with these investigators, and it also it said the radio response. It was direct. It says, "Well, we're together." Um, that to me sounds like who's together? Is it are they friends who are together? Is it like a happy fairy tale ending? There's just some things there that you can actually go off of their investigation, the responses that they got, and you can take to this location and kind of try to figure out some more answers. This is really hard because I really felt like the spirits were in tune with the female investigator with Ramrod. But at the same time, just this is really hard for me. The spirits or the energy there really, manifested themselves enough to be in tune with their energy, both teams. I'm gonna have to go with Zoltan on this one because of that Ouija board and the EVP, and you can kind of hear the investigator, like she felt like you can hear her breathing like deeply, and I'm just feeling like she just was feeling something there and just wasn't mentioning it. So there's my vote. I'm going to go with Zoltan on this one. So,
All right,
so you're the deal breaker.
Yeah, I got no power to sway this vote, so it is Zoltan. Team Ramrod, I think the Bring the Light was really good. The 1860s, that whole series that she did, and that's why I left it so long. It was just a really interesting, precise, almost like responses, and it just, and you don't usually get that using a spirit box for that length of a session. I thought that was really good. But Zoltan, the Ouija, like you all are saying, was just, and in reviewing that, I'm reviewing it. Yeah, I got an EVP. I'm like, okay, GF. I'm like, GF, I hear GF. then I continued to watch it after marking the EVP, and then I was shocked and amazed that they were saying GF on the Ouija board. And now thinking about it, you remember, I don't know if we're showing this team, but you remember the governor? What if it's Governor F or something like? I don't know.
The governor, that was through another team, I thought.
Yeah, I know, but just what if like the GF is like for governor or something?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's interesting. Or could it be like initials for something, or like maybe?
Well, it could be a ton of names. Jerry, Godfrey. I mean, I guess Tabitha. If you can find a whole bunch of G names, if there's any F last names.
I'm thinking it's
I'm on
area, maybe an area in the building. An area in the building. I don't know.
And Tabitha, the child who got hit by the roof. Do we know if that was a boy or a girl?
A boy. Yeah, we have the name somewhere. I'm sorry, I should have brought it tonight, but yeah, it's a boy.
Yeah.
So I wonder if maybe he could be the boy there, but I wonder if I know in one of the other teams there was like a dog or something. There was a cat too.
The cat, yeah.
So I'm wondering if the boy maybe was calling for a dog, the one that, you know, who got with the roof that blew off. It very saddens me, to speak of children's deaths. So just excuse, me talking about it because I'm just trying to word it in a way to where I don't get upset. But anyways, maybe he was calling out to a dog that fell down into the ditch and he couldn't get out. I don't know, but definitely something's going on here. And the boy came through a lot, even for all the other teams. So.
Yeah, but all I'll do is also Zoltan as well. That beginning session, the opening session, when they're inside the Capiniere, and they get that female voice saying, "It's me," followed up by a tug on the shirt.
Yes.
And then the EVP by the same voice saying, "Back inside."
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was a great little session right there.
Yeah.
Being in the Capiniere, you're outside of the tower. You get that "it's me," get the tug. He felt the tug. He said he felt the tug, and then back inside. I thought that was really cool. So for the Ouija board and that session and the creepy "look at me," I think Zoltan for sure definitely deserves to move forward. So we got that done. And next we have the Sunday teams. All Together Paranormal and Ladies of the Night. So just let me remove Team Ramrod from the list. You guys did great, by the way, if you're watching. And we'll delete that. And now All Together Paranormal. Let's go.
If there's anybody here with us, can you say your names?
Are you upset that we're here? How many of you are in here with us? What's your name? That's the floor under me.
Did your friend step on when she walked by you? Did your friend step on when she walked by you? Did your friend step on when she walked by you? Did your friend step on when she walked by you?
Did you step on it? No.
No, she was over there.
Huh? I first gotta know where I'm going. 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 I first gotta know where I'm going.
Hello? 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 Anybody here?
Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Picking up on somebody. Upstairs. Upstairs. Okay. It's a different room.
And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? Well, you just left, so I don't know what else to ask. Can you tell us your name?
It keeps saying, hey, hold it.
Hey, hold it.
Hey, hold it. Hey, hold it. Hey, hold it.
Are you mocking us?
It said sure.
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 Are you mocking us?
It said sure. Whatever the question was, it just said sure to you.
All right.
Okay. Fine then, that's not very nice.
Well, he's got a sense of humor.
Can you move one of the cannonballs? Please? 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 Please?
If you're here, let us know somehow that you're here. Anything. A bang.
Swing of the flag, anything.
Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Is that what it said?
It's a tap. It's a tap.
Alrighty. Sorry, I got disconnected somehow and lost internet. I was like, oh no, we lost the feed. For some reason it kept going.
I don't know what. I don't know what's going on. So all of you guys got disconnected as well?
No, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I got kicked off, and I'm running the feed, so I thought it would be off of the live, but I came back and everything was going. So
Yeah,
I guess this program
thing.
feeds off your guys' internet too, or something. I don't know. Strange.
Yeah.
All right, so going clock.
Because at least we're back.
Yeah, I saw you left too. Well, it sounds like you got bad reception as your audio is a little bit jumpy. It sounds like typing or something.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, if the phone's still, I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Oh, there it is again. Sounds like, oh, she left. Well, we're starting with Jim anyways, going clockwise. So Jim gets to start this one off. I missed a little bit of Altogether Paranormal, but I do remember them very well.
Yeah, it was interesting that both groups, the end of their clips seemed to be the real strong parts. Overall, I think I'm probably going to lean towards Altogether Paranormal. There was something really creepy about that improper English part with what's they want, like a question, like they were the investigators were intruding upon something almost. Very clear though, very 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 clear. I think that was just an EVP. I don't think that was a spirit box. And then the other one they had is by the keyboard on the floor of "Where's the light," which was also very distinct and very clear. So those were the two best moments for me of Altogether Paranormal. I did appreciate Ladies of the Night. They had a few good ones there. That's Enough in particular, which sounded like almost very scolding and matriarchal almost. I'm not sure, something along those lines. So I thought that was a great moment. Let Me Know Your Doubt was creepy too. So good jobs by both teams. I'm going to give my vote to Altogether Paranormal. And, when I hear the governor in that context that they were mentioning a few times there, that really sounds to me like a radio announcer's voice. So I think maybe listening to that one, I'm a little more skeptical of it. But those other EVPs I thought were really, really great. So Altogether Paranormal is my choice from this round.
All right, check mark from Jim. Altogether Paranormal. Now we're on Katie.
Okay, so I'm back again. I don't know what's going on here. So the Ladies of the Night, I like the the vibe that they have during their research. I like how they conducted themselves. They're very calm. They ask very direct questions. They just seem very confident to me. They got some really good responses. And some pretty good EVPs. And all together, I still can't get over that chicken thing. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I remember before I got to drop my paper down here. Oh, sorry. But I remember questioning that before, but they got a direct response, and it said to go home. And then also, with the governor, and there was a girl, governor, and talked about a girl, and then it gave the name Adam, and then didn't it give a date and like a regiment or like 5th or 14th or regiment or something. I'm pretty sure it did during the because that's what I have written down from last.
No, I think you're confused with Skeleton Paranormal because they got the 5th moving forward.
The 5th, 10th, and 14th, and then Adams 1887. That was, oh no, yeah, Liza. Okay, yeah. So this was about the governor. It was just things that I thought that I had heard in the video, and I was just writing notes out to the side. So that was just for me. But I'm gonna have to go with Altogether. I also liked how they conducted themselves as well. Yeah, I mean, it was just really hard for me to decide just because Ladies of the Night, I mean, they just were very everybody was very professional. And that Follow Me with Ladies of the Night, that's creepy, man. Oof. But anyways, I like Altogether. I'm gonna vote for Altogether.
All right, that's 2 check marks for all together. I'm a bit conflicted, and I kind of want to lead towards Ladies of the Night. As much as I love the I'm Hiding from Death, I thought that was just great because you kind of hear an accent in it. The downside is that it's happening during a time of motion when they're moving through the stairwell, so it has a bit of criticism towards that. But I mean, I hear it very well. Other people may not hear it very well. I find I don't. Did you guys notice for Ladies of the Night that light anomaly? It looked like there's a silhouette of a person right beside the beam. I just noticed that now. And I was just waiting for it to move, but I thought that was interesting.
Was it kind of like it was crawling or something?
Yeah, it was just standing there, like by the pillar, behind the pillar, a silhouette of like a male figure, and I was just looking at it, and that's all I could focus on was like, what is this? There's no short little mannequin in there. I'm like, what is this figure? So I'll have to go back and take a look at it. But for Ladies of the Night, the cat in here, that high-pitched child voice, EVP, not spirit box, but high-pitched, definitely a child's voice, whiny like a child too. Attention-seeking, you can hear that in the voice of a child's voice. It's a cat in here. That got me. And then the let me know your doubt, which sounds nothing like any of them. And it's a direct response to, oh, can you move this? Can you do this? Do something for us. Let me know your doubt. Just kind of ties in, kind of old school speaking. So I got to go for Ladies of the Night. Is it because of the child thing? I think it's, as much as the governor stuff was good, but like Jim said, it could be a radio announcer, but then why would a radio announcer say governor? And why would it come up twice in one session? And the Hiding from Death really is pulling me, and the Go Home was good, but I have to go with the child. So I'm going to do Ladies of the Night. So now it all falls on Tabitha.
This is going to get good, I think. Okay. Because I'm also leaning towards the Ladies of the Night. But let's see here. I'll think it out here. Because the Altogether Paranormal, I really, first of all, I want to say for both of them, again, I didn't recognize any of the names from the list of people that I saw that were involved in the building of the tower or that lived there or anything. I agree with Jim that governor thing sounded modern. It sounded like kind of modern when I heard it. I'm like, oh, that sounds weird. It doesn't sound like anything else we've heard. So that was odd. But yeah, I did mention a girl instead of a boy that time. There's so much activity near the bathtub in a lot of these videos, right? Like maybe you guys don't know that, but like when they show those two things on the table, there's a bathtub right there. And so I'm like, oh, weird. But yeah, I hate to be a wet blanket, but I thought when they said, where's the light? I thought it was the girl in the group. I thought it sounded like her voice. Like she was like, move the light over here or something. So I don't know. That's just me. Could have been an accident. I also wondered about the bad grammar. I kind of thought, are they saying like, what's Dave want? What's Dave want? But it's a lot creepier when it's like Gollum. It's a lot creepier when it's like Gollum. It's like, okay, that's probably the scariest. But okay, so to move over to the other group, I really like that moment where she's like, she can't figure out where she is, and it says you're blind. It says you're blind here. And then the woman that says that's enough. That was one of the clearest things I've ever heard, and I don't know anything about this stuff. Like, I mean, of the groups we saw tonight, that's enough really sounded like a older woman. And then like the young voice saying cat in here. But I thought the group was guessing, did they say tap in here? You know what I mean? So it sounded like cat in here. All right, so I don't know what your plan is for a tiebreaker, Elliot, but I was also leaning towards the Ladies of the Night at this point. So
this is the first time it's happened, and because we didn't announce this or prepare for this, we do have only 4 viewers. So to the 4 viewers watching this, the 2 teams at the bottom here, the first one to comment which team they feel did best if you watched it. So it's either Ladies of the Night or Altogether Paranormal. Just first one to comment one of the team's names, and we will pick them as the winner. So hopefully these 4 people are not shy, and they will just comment one of the teams. So now we just wait. Now there's a bit of a delay when you do Facebook Live, so they are watching us kind of a minute ago or a minute and a half ago type of thing. So
I'm looking at
essentially, if anybody comments, if nobody comments, I don't know, I might Jessica. Ladies of the night.
I'm very excited.
Thanks, Jessica.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jessica. All right, we got ladies of the night, so now I can.
That's fun. Thank you, Elliot. That's fun.
All right, so I'm going to.
But they were both
this.
very good.
Yeah.
It was a tie. It was really a tie.
So our 3 winning teams, then I suppose, are. I wrote this out. So the Spirit Sisters. And the second one was Zoltan. Great name. Here. And the last one, Spirit Sisters. Okay, we'll save
With
this.
Ladies of the Night. They won the Sunday night one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Cut my mistake back here, so let's correct this now.
Sorry, I keep moving my phone. I'm trying to reboot my computer here. I'm refurbishing a computer, and it hopefully I'll have it refurbished by tomorrow. This computer here, I got to refurbish it, so it's going here.
All right, so we are at our 3. So we are deleting altogether paranormal. And now we're going to play all 3 in a row. Now we've already discussed all these teams tonight. So, I guess we're just deciding as we watch 3 teams and to try to cut this out before 9 p.m. as was our goal last 2 weeks ago. We never made it to like 10:30. So we'll watch all 3 in a row. Give them each team one more chance to sway us towards them. Pick the best. We got one Friday, Saturday, one Sunday. And, we will just hold back our comments and say, I like this team the best. And if you want to throw in why. Mm-hmm. So let's start with the Friday to the Saturday to the Sunday. Spirit Sisters.
Is there anyone in this room? Is there anyone in this room? Don't be scared. If there's anything in here, show yourself. It's okay to come out.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck,
I
saw it.
No
It was,
reason.
it was white. I was
holding it completely steady and I said, show yourself, it's okay. And then it literally spun and then I felt something go by me.
Was it little?
I think so.
It looked little.
Do you have your thing?
It looked little.
Holy shit.
Horrible.
Okay. So sorry I got scared.
Oh man.
That seriously freaked me out.
I literally just said to Jackie, I'm like, I really want something to happen.
And then it literally, I could feel it if I came down here alone. I knew something was gonna happen.
You want to do it again?
Maybe.
Leave your head. Leave your head. Leave your head. Leave your head. Leave your head.
Is anyone there?
So I wonder.
Would be because it feels almost like a jail cell door, right?
Yeah, the door's
Or maybe they.
Okay, what do we got in here? Calder's hammer, last name.
Are you a boy? Or are you a girl? I'm gonna ask one more time. If you're still here, please answer.
Is there anything over here?
Do you want us to sit down with you?
I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! Oh, I just felt like I saw something in my corner, but I just didn't check it out. Whew. I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! Oh, I just felt like I saw something in my corner, but I just didn't check it out. Whew. I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! I think it liked that when I said that. Ooh! Oh, I just felt like I saw something in my corner, but I just didn't check it out. Whew. Like tall something.
Well, there's that mannequin, right?
Maybe that's what Jesus!
Is there anybody here that would like to make a noise? Knock on a wall? Tug on my shirt?
E. E. T. 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 G. F. G. F. G. F. G. Are your initials F and G? Yes. Can you tell us which year you were born? The light just, yeah.
Yeah. Light's going off.
Are you still with us?
I can't see.
Yeah, I can. Okay, I guess.
Can you turn the light back on so we can see what you're saying?
It's like totally draining the battery.
I really did feel like there's so many push on this chair. Okay, we're gonna say goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay.
I felt like something was on the shirt. Okay, that was.
All right.
So yeah, the light went off.
Yeah.
We have no lights.
Well, it's still kind of. Oh,
now it's fine.
that was creepy.
Three people. There's an old man, there's a lady, and there's also a child. Any of you up here? Which one? Are you the child? Are you the older man? You gotta speak up, I can't hear you.
And last one.
Huh? I first gotta know where I'm going. 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 I first gotta know where I'm going.
Hello? 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 Anybody here? Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Picking up on somebody.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Okay. It's a different room.
and speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? And speak to them. Is that ball of light walking towards Jen you? But you just left, so I don't know what else to ask. Can you tell us your name?
It keeps saying, hey, hold it.
Hey, hold it.
Hey, hold it. Hey, hold it. Hey, hold it.
Are you mocking us?
It said sure.
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 Are you mocking us?
It said sure. Whatever the question was, it just said sure to you.
All right.
Okay. Fine then, that's not very nice.
Well, he's got a sense of humor. Can you move one of the cannonballs? Please? 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 Please?
If you're here, let us know somehow that you're here. Anything. A bang.
Swaying of the flag, anything.
Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Are you tired from all the people here today? Yes? Is that what it said?
It's a tap. It's a tap.
It is time. So we have 8 minutes left to meet our goal of finally completing one of these on time. So just yell out, not the reasons why, but what team you think you should win. And we start with Katie because we're still moving clockwise. So Katie gets to choose first.
Wow, it's really hard. I do like the ST's method that the ladies of the night was using. That's cool. The Spirit Sisters, that gangster, I liked that whole scream with the Ouija board. That was awesome. This is really hard for me. Extremely hard. You guys have no idea. I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure.
Just pick.
Zoltan, that flashlight, the Ouija board, the GF, and oh man.
To just pick who you want to see go back there the most to go up against the other teams that will be there this year. Who needs a revisit?
I'm gonna have to say, dang, Spirit Sisters. It was between Spirit Sisters and Zoltan for me. I do like the methods that Ladies of the Night use with the Estes method. That's cool. It's really hard, but I'm going to say the Spirit Sisters. But it's very hard for me to choose between Zoltan and the Spirit Sisters for sure. Yeah, so my vote is going to be for the Spirit Sisters.
All right, one for the Spirit Sisters. I'll make mine really easy here. I don't remember how this works. Is it like this? Is this what it is in the movie? Yeah. All right, so that's my choice. Zoltan, team Zoltan. I mean, the Ouija board section is just crazy, and I want to follow up with Jim maybe next year once this is forgotten about. Tape that audio clip, put it up, do a little vote, and just see. And that beginning, I forgot the REM pod went off. So in the beginning, the REM pod goes off. You get the "It's me," you get the tug on the shirt, and then you get the back inside. So it's a perfect little session. So for me, Team Zoltan. Tabitha?
Okay, so I'm in between Zoltan and the ladies. And Zoltan, because of that really clear sentence where it says we're together, like.
Sorry, I hit the keyboard. My bad.
He's telling me who to vote for.
Yeah, I know. That's totally my bad.
I'm like, no,
That is very funny, Elliot. Okay, so the sentence was "we're together," which was crystal clear. And then in the other group, ladies, their two sentences that were really clear were "that's enough" and "cat in here," right? But I wanted to say really quick, an alternate interpretation of when it says "no chat, that's enough." It could have been "no cat, that's enough." But anyway, I'm going to go with ladies. And now we got a three-way tie. I'm sorry, Jim. It's a three-way tie.
It's on Jim. Jim gets to decide.
Sorry.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath, drink of water, that kind of thing here. First, I just want to say,
cigarette for you.
Thank you very much. It's amazing the quality of the investigators we had. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone, and I think this is a great demonstration of how fun these investigations can be, even if you have no experience. A lot of people have natural skill and intuition they can bring to the table. And if you haven't done an investigation with phantoms before, you got to come and join us, because it's wild. And I think this also shows what a unique site Murney Tower is. And it's a great spot to visit day or night as well, and an incredible part of Kingston's history. So as the Haunted Walk, just want to say we're so proud to be a partner on that event, and hopefully a lot more events in the future. My winner tonight is Zoltan, because they combined the most pieces of evidence together. There is the EVP, there is the flashlight, there is the Ouija board itself, and one of the investigators feels perhaps their chair moves as well. So that's a lot of different evidence in a lot of different ways. And as a researcher, that's where I would start working on the next story or the next chapter of Murney Tower's haunted history. So I'm going with Zoltan.
All right, so Team Zoltan, I will track them down. I will find them. Now, I know half of that team, they come to a lot of our events, so it shouldn't be too hard to track them down. The two other guys, I think I can find them. I'm pretty sure. So they will be returning in 2021 to take on the challengers of this year as the reigning champs. And for the two teams that are runner-up, the Spirit Sisters and the Ladies of the Night, you can contact us and we will get you a copy of The Haunting at Home, and I'll just show you. So all you got to do is message us, and we will get you a code to get you a copy of that. And I haven't looked at the statistics lately, Jim. What are those? How are you doing it? It was like 80% of people got activity or something the last I saw it.
Yeah, I haven't done an update for a while, but I mean, The Haunting at Home is kind of a guided audio experience. by myself, yours truly, where you conduct some experiments in your own home. And the idea is to really start thinking about what ghosts are and how we think of ghosts and how we may be able to connect with them. And yeah, the number is much higher than we thought. I think it's around 60% or so who've experienced some type of paranormal activity. But the last report I got just a couple of days ago from a group, I want to say they were in Indianapolis, but they had to stop after the first experiment because they had this strange experience where the mother of one of the members of the group who had passed appeared, they said, to one of the other members. It was kind of like hugging their child, which was such a profound moment. They had to start the experiment. So we often think about the paranormal as being very frightening, but that's not always the case either. And again, that's why, I'm endlessly fascinated by the subjects of the supernatural and paranormal. So yeah, Haunting at Home is a lot of fun. For those who winners, we'll definitely look forward to reading their reports, particularly as they have the experience of doing an investigation in person already.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'll post up the picture tomorrow. Yeah. We'll announce the winners and we'll contact them. And everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining. It's exactly 8:59. We are going to do this. It actually happened. We finished on time. So thank you, everybody. And maybe we'll do this again in 2022 with the next series.
Awesome. Thanks,
Elliot.
So much,
Elliot. Great job editing all those clips.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care, Katie.
Good night.
See you soon.
Bye.